We've never seen one wear the coat.
It was great. It was absolutely wonderful, and you gave me so much more material.
They loved you at the beginning of the play because they didn't know you were a harlot.
Oh, here it comes. Sleaze, what is
my loving nickname for her is Sleazy Skanky Ho.
Well, that's part of it. You have to like Becky from the very beginning. And again, if you listen, she said, she gives it away to you right from the very beginning. She'll say, you're going to like Joe more than you like me. And she's telling you what's going to happen. But you have to like her because her behavior is not very good. She's making some poor choices.
She makes a bad choice.
Right. But you like her.
Don't we all, and that's what Dietz, I think, captures, is that this, underneath the comedy, is this wonderful thing called redemption and forgiveness, and that life has some muddy moments, and we somehow get through them. And Becky and Joe got through them, and we all deal with that. And that's what I think makes the play. It's just not a farce, it's got some meat under it.
And actually, it's poor Walter that gets left out.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else pairs up. You know, Ginger and Steve are probably really having a good time. Let's not think there. And Kenny and Chris, you know, there's that possibility. And Becky and Joe are together. And Walter is just kind of left.
Actually, he ends up with Amber.
Oh, does he? With Amber.
Amber's a pharmacist.
The pharmacist and
Pharmacist works nice.
No, but I can feel it every night when I kiss her. I feel the place get very...
Cold.
Yeah, I seriously do. And it's very interesting. Because the first time it happened, last night, I thought, oh God, we've lost him. We're not getting him back. Or at least I'm not getting him back. Right. She may get him back, but I'm not going to get another laugh out of this show. But that turns out not to be the case. And obviously you guys do that. You've seen it 18 times.
No, more like
100. Well, 18 different places. But it really worried me. I thought, oh Lord, here we go.
And that's another thing too. We saw a production. It was a rehearsal, and the actors were playing it for the lines, for the laughs. And they snored. Yeah, she did. I went to the director. He was very open, and I went to him and I just whispered, you know, it wasn't so hot tonight. And he said, I know, I'm going to talk to them. And what he said to them was, you have to play it from the heart. You cannot play it for the laugh line. The laugh line will come, but if you're not playing it from the heart, it won't work. And that's one of the reasons this particular production does so well, is because they're obviously playing it from the heart. And it's very interesting to see the difference. It's not a slapstick, farcical comedy. It's a very sad story. Just has some very funny situations that are surrounding it. And when you do play it from the heart, it really works. So it's great. Anything else? Yes?
I'm almost afraid to raise my hand, but let me just say to the sponsors, thank you so much for your gift. I received it wholeheartedly. To our director, fantastic job with timing, the lights, the sounds, the music, even the change up in the dripping noise. Oh my God. In and out. Please turn a laugh when I go home. Oh my gosh, I loved it. And the actors, I've seen some of them perform in other stages, other roles, but tonight it was so fresh, so crisp. I was there, I was believing you were that person, and I laughed when you laughed. And even when you took advantage of the situation, you kind of played the clothes back and where the spot comes, I just was inside just chuckling. Outstanding performance. I don't want to draw attention to this, but well done, and thank you so much.
Yes.
Tell your friends.
When you do tell your friends, be sure to tell them that that's the good seat over there. If you want a beer.
Get a beer.
Or a Sprite.
A Sprite, yeah.
Well, was it really beer, or was
No,
it?
yes, that one is the real one.
Just that
Oh,
one.
sorry.
I wanted to respond. You said something interesting, and I received that that gift back. And that was an important thing for Stephen Dietz. And he mentioned this in something he wrote when it opened. He said the first gift was to Benita, to write the play for her. But he had a gift for the actors, and you can tell the richness in the play that everyone has really a good chance to shine. And he loves actors, and he especially wanted to write a play for women actresses, with women actors in their 40s. And that's why the strength of Becky came through. He designed it that way. But his major re-gifting was to gift it to the audiences, and he made that point. So you picked up exactly on what Dietz was feeling the whole time, and thank you for bringing that up.
What process did you go about picking a writer for the play, or was this, I mean, what was the process behind finding a particular writer? Or
Well,
did you, or it just...
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly how it happened to us. It was a whimsical idea. I thought I pulled together the 3 top people at ACT Theater in Seattle and said, could I have a 15-minute meeting? And I came up with this idea of commissioning this. And I figured that they'd say, look, we've tried this a number of ways. It just doesn't work. Great idea. And they came up with the opposite. Their jaws dropped and they said, we've been waiting for you to walk in the door, and this will kick off new plays for the American stage by ACT, but allow us to take it from here. So they chose the playwright. They knew who was available. The only thing that was interesting, the only input that we had, as I left that meeting, I turned to them and I said, please don't make it dark. It's a birthday present. And on Monday, that was on a Friday, on Monday, the artistic director typed a message emailed a message to Dietz and said, I challenge you to write an ensemble comedy. And that's how it was born.
Wow.
When you commission art, no matter a painting, a theater piece, a symphony, whatever, the best thing you can do as a lover of the arts is to get out of the way and let the artist do their job. They really do not want to hear from you.
Yeah.
They want to do their art as best that they can. And for an artist to know that when they wake up in the morning, they have the ability to work on something that they want to work on, not that you want them to work on, is an incredible gift. And the freedom that it gives an artist to do their very best work, because they know, first of all, that they're not going to starve, and second of all, that their finished work will have a home. It's amazing for artists.
That was very important to Dietz, and again, he underscored that in talking to audiences. He said, what was delightful for me was that I knew where this play was going right from the get-go. I didn't have to shop it to various theaters. Is that it was going to Seattle, and I wanted to write it. He wrote a lot of it for Seattle artists when he conceived of it. His best friend, his dearest friend, played Walter in the original production. His name's Michael Winters, and he basically wrote the part for him. But it meant so much that if Rose chose a playwright, that they knew it was coming to Circle Theater, and it changes things. But talk to the actors.
Yes.
Let's see, we have a question.
Have you all ever worked together, or is this the first time that you've been together as a group?
Never worked with anybody in the cast.
Really?
John and I have worked together.
Yeah.
Because it seems like there's a lot of chemistry going
And
on.
I know, we got a whisper. Oh, yeah.
And if some of you are long-standing Circle patrons, you know that Lisa and I worked together on Snake in the Grass, the scary Halloweeny one that we did together. And then Meg and I worked together on Incorruptible, which was the monks selling body parts.
Robin's good at comedy.